Right. So there I was, about 2 years ago, in my mate Dave's kitchen. We'd helped him move into a new place, as you do, because you're a good friend and also because you've never learnt to say no. We'd been at it for about 3 hours. Boxes, flat-pack furniture, a sofa that I am convinced was designed by someone who hated people with backs. And at some point, I sat down on the floor to sort out the legs on a bookcase. And everything was completely fine until it wasn't, and I needed to get back up. Now, getting up off the floor is not a skill I had ever consciously thought about. I'd been doing it my entire life, effortlessly. You just get up, like a normal person. Except this time, I put my hand on the bookcase for support, and the bookcase moved. So then I grabbed the shelf, and then I sort of pivoted on one knee, and Dave watched the whole thing from across the room with a cup of tea, and he said, very quietly, "You all right there, mate?"
I was fine. I was absolutely, completely, entirely fine. It just took slightly longer than it should have. And I told myself it was because I'd been lifting boxes all afternoon, which was true, but it wasn't entirely the reason. And somewhere in the back of my mind, I knew that. That was the day my body said no for the first time. Not dramatically, not with a diagnosis, just a quiet little moment in a kitchen in South London that I explained away before I'd even fully registered it. The thing about the body's first no is that it almost never arrives as an event. There's no announcement. Nobody turns up and says, "Right, that's it, you're officially past it." It comes through ordinary moments. Carrying bags in from the car and noticing your grip has gone soft. Walking up to a friend's flat on the 3rd floor and arriving slightly more out of breath than you'd like to admit. Crouching down to look at something in a low cupboard and then discovering that the crouching part was fine, but the coming back up part has a new opinion about things. It's always small. That's the thing, which is exactly why it's so easy to ignore.
The first no is small enough to explain away. And men are absolutely brilliant at explaining it away. I was. I had a whole library of reasonable sounding excuses. I'm tired. Work's been mad. I was moving boxes all afternoon. I didn't sleep well. My knees have always been a bit like this. Everyone my age feels like this. This is just what 40 looks like. Some of those things were true. That's the annoying part. You're not lying to yourself exactly. You're just selecting the explanation that doesn't require you to do anything about it. And it works, right up until it doesn't. Because here's the bit nobody really explains properly. The body is not static. It is not slowly, inevitably, mechanically running down on a fixed schedule. It adapts, constantly. It adapts to whatever you ask of it. And, more importantly, it adapts to whatever you stop asking of it.
Stop climbing stairs regularly, and stairs get harder. Stop carrying things, and carrying things gets harder. Stop getting up and down off the floor, and your body quietly files that under things we don't do anymore, and starts making appropriate arrangements. Not out of spite, just efficiency. The body is genuinely just trying to be helpful in the most inconvenient way possible. Which means the problem is not age, not entirely. The problem is the slow withdrawal, the gradual stopping, the years of choosing the lift, parking closer, sitting longer, moving less, and telling yourself you'll sort it later when things calm down a bit. Things never calm down. You know that. I know that. The children do not get less complicated. The job does not get less demanding. The weekends do not suddenly clear. Later is not a day of the week. Later is not a day of the week.
And I think about a bloke I know, 52, been telling himself he'll sort his fitness out since roughly 2019. Not unwell, not dramatic, just gradually opting out of things without really noticing he's doing it. He doesn't walk anywhere if he can drive. He watches his kids' football from a camping chair he brought specifically because standing for 90 minutes felt like too much. He booked a walking holiday last summer and quietly cancelled it because he didn't feel confident he could manage the terrain. He's not ill. He's not old. His world is just getting smaller, slowly, quietly, one small decision at a time. And the dangerous bit, the really insidious bit, is that each individual decision is completely defensible. It was cold. It was far. He was tired. The chair was comfortable. The holiday was probably overpriced anyway. But add them up. Give it 5 years. Give it 10. And what you've built,
without ever deciding to build it, is a smaller life. Fewer yes answers, more quiet avoidances, more watching from the side.
That's the real cost. Not fitness, not how you look in a mirror. The cost is freedom, independence, the ability to say yes when someone suggests something, the ability to be useful when someone needs you, the ability to be fully present in your own life without your body putting conditions on everything. And here's the hopeful turn, because there is one. The same mechanism that worked against you works for you too. The body adapts to what you ask of it. Stop asking, it shrinks. Start asking again, it responds. Not overnight, not dramatically, but it responds. Because it's not broken, it was just waiting to be used again. The way back is not complicated. I want to be very clear about that, because I know exactly what happens when this starts to sound like the beginning of a fitness plan. Your eyes glaze over and you think, right, I need a gym membership and some kind of powder and probably a recovery week just to recover from thinking about it. No.
Walk somewhere today. Carry something heavy-ish to the car in one trip instead of 4. Get on the floor with your kids and then get back up again under your own power. Take the stairs once. Stretch for 5 minutes in the morning before you've talked yourself out of it. These things are not heroic. They're barely even exercise. But they are you telling your body, I still need you to do this. I haven't forgotten about you. I'm not opting out. That's what daily movement really is. Not performance, not punishment, just a quiet conversation with your body, reminding it what you still expect from it. Small daily movement is a promise to your future self. So, my boys, if you watch this one day, here's what I want you to take from it. Your body will say no to something. It will be small, it will be completely explainable, you will almost certainly explain it away, and that's fine, once or twice. But when it keeps happening, when the small moments start stacking up, don't wait for it to shout. Listen when it's still whispering.
You don't need to be an athlete. You don't need to be impressive. You just need to be capable. Capable of helping people. Capable of saying yes. Capable of moving through your own life without quietly negotiating with your body at every corner. The day your body starts saying no is not the day it is over. It's the day you need to start listening. And it's earlier than you think. It always is.